Namaste, friends. This is try number 3 of making this video. It is June 12th. Yes, June 12th, 2023. It's now probably about 7:40 in the morning. It's about 60 degrees, a little humid. We've been in a drought here in Catonsville, Maryland, and yesterday we had some rain. So thankfully the trail is not as dusty. And our poor brown grass is hopefully going to be greening up. Usually it doesn't turn brown until August or late July, but there it is. So I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling exhausted because apparently I don't need as much sleep as I think I do, because I wake up every morning, 3:30, and I'm awake. And then I'm up and moving around by this point, and I'm exhausted. Again, a little research. I talked to a friend of mine who's been, she's a nurse. She's got a doctorate in nursing and pharmaceuticals, etc. But, she said to me, maybe you just don't need as much sleep as you think you do. We do change as we get older. So my striving for the perfect amount of sleep may be really off base. But I've talked about this before. Today, however, I do want to address forming romantic partnerships and marriages at this stage in our lives. I'm not talking about dating and having a good time and getting into relationships. And I have discussed relationships before as well. But I'm talking specifically, would you marry someone at this stage in your life? I was married. We had good 20 years with my husband. We raised 4 children and had a whole lot of good. And then the last 10 years we were officially married, and we're separated and had a lot of struggles and a lot of ups and downs, but we spent a lot of time co-parenting and really trying, and it was very hard, but it paid off. We're very fortunate. We have a great family. I started dating during that time, as did he. And the dating was, it was fun, but I don't really think I ever dated with the thought of ever getting married again. My first husband and I, we threw in 100%. We were young, we were idealistic, we just knew we were going to make it, we were going to be great. I'll never have that idealism again in my life. That was youthful. So after we divorced and it was all said and done, I really thought I'd never get married again. Well, I dated someone. We dated for a long time, and then COVID hit, and I think COVID really changed a lot of things. And even though my now husband, my second husband, both of us had very established lives. Both of us owned homes. Speaking for myself, I fought really hard to own a home and to have a career, or whatever that means when you start pursuing a career in your 50s, to have a good job. I had my friends, my routines, my things, my hobbies. I had a full and wonderful life. And he was an enhancement to my life. I loved him. I enjoyed him. We had a lot in common, and we did not live together. And we had the best of both worlds, in my opinion. I had my independence, my freedoms, my home, my everything. And we had our routines where we would, we'd take vacations together. We'd have weekends together. We'd do things together. And it was great. Okay. COVID hit. Oh my goodness gracious. Next thing you know, it got real. I think it got real for everybody, particularly those of us in our generation, of our age. It got real. Thinking about the future, thinking about who will be there for you when needed, who is going to take care of you, what do you see when you're getting older? when you're vulnerable. I think all of these things, whether we actually address them in the forefront of our mind, were hanging over all of us. And next thing you know, we're engaged. Now, it was a lot of negotiation. I was very reluctant. I think both of us were very nervous, and there was negotiations. And we finally came to an agreement, and we got engaged. And I always said to him, I said that I would not get engaged and be perpetually engaged. I said the only way I'm going to get engaged is if we have a plan to actually get married. So we got engaged on August 18th in 2021, and we got married on November 20th of 2021. And it was a whirlwind where essentially my life changed more because I moved out of my home. So, that being said, a lot of changes. So I have a lot to say on marriage later in life. I have a lot of thoughts. I want to know your thoughts. It is not easy. And I often wonder, is it me? Is it me? Sometimes I think it is. I'm going downstairs. Sorry, that's why I have to look at the ground so I don't fall on my face. Is it me? Finding that balance of two grown adults is set in their ways. Everything's set in our ways, socially, financially, the works coming together in a marriage. This is what I'm thinking about. This is what I'm going to revisit. And my grown adult self, I am now at the playground. So I got to get some working out in on these darn bars. You know, I don't have a gym membership anymore. I have playgrounds. So I'm going to do my upper body work right now. Thank you for listening, and I will get back to you on this whole creating a partnership later in life. Thank you for listening. Peace.